Hi, welcome to session number 2 of our 8-week programme. This week we're going to do a circuit training session. It's going to be 10 different exercises and we're going to do 50 seconds of each exercise. We're then going to have a 10-second transition time and move on to the next exercise. We're going to repeat all of the exercises twice, so that'll give us the full 20 minutes, and then we'll finish off with a nice little finisher. Oh, is that what the finisher is?
Yeah.
Oh, Kim wrote this, by the way, so you can blame her, not me. So the exercises we're going to do are all going to be body weight. We don't need any equipment.
No.
So they're going to be planks, Curtsey lunges,
yeah.
Renegade row, marching glute bridge, bear sit with knee drive, prisoners. A lot of people were asking what prisoners were when they saw them on their training plans.
Yeah.
And then squat to calf raise, dead bug, alternating lateral lunges, and then plank toe taps. So they should all be reasonably doable for 50 seconds.
Yeah, if you pace yourself.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, this isn't like last week. You could go kind of flat out if you wanted to. This one, it's a longer interval, it's longer work, and we're doing it twice. So yeah, pace yourself, go steady. You'll still get your heart rate up, probably a bit of a sweat on, and you can always, in the last few seconds of the exercise, if you want to, pick it up a little bit.
Yeah, and we're going to go through them twice as well.
Yeah.
Or you could just go through it once if you want. And if you do need to take little breaks, it's okay. Right? Yeah. Over to you.
Okay, so you can set this up timer on your phone again if you're not following along on here. So we're going to do 10 seconds before we start, and then when it bips, we're going to do 50 seconds of plank walkouts. Okay, so it's not just a plank, it's a moving plank. So you're going to walk your hands down your legs, walk your hands out until you get to a high plank, and then walk back. You can bend your legs to do it. If you want to make it harder, you can keep them straight. Okay? And then keep them straight for as long as you can on the way back. Again, if you want to make it a little harder again, you can pause when you get to the bottom of your plank. So when you're in your plank, don't forget to not drop your bum and not stick your bum up in the air. We want some core engagement. And you should also feel this down the backs of your leg, hamstrings, calves. Good, 10 seconds breather, and then we've got curtsey lunges. So make sure you've got a bit of space for this. Okay, so we're going to send the right foot back behind the left. You're doing a little curtsey. It doesn't matter if your knee touches the floor or not. You push it up through your front leg, your front foot, so nice and solid in your heel. You can do what you want with your arms. See, Jason's doing a running action, which is a little bit more advanced. I've just got hands on hips for a bit of balance. So you should feel this in your bum, both sides.
Should you sort of try and keep this leg straight rather than leaning it over like?
Yeah, you don't want your knee to drop in. So you want your knee stacked on top of your ankle. It's alright if it comes forward a little bit as long as it's tracking in the same direction as your toes.
Get warm yet? Warm now.
Next we've got a renegade row. This is quite a sweaty one potentially. So we're going to come into a high plank. Set your feet nice and wide. And then you're just going to bring one hand up to your shoulder. And then the opposite hand. So ordinarily we would do this with a little dumbbell in each hand. But it's just as effective body weight. You need to make sure you're not doing this, so you're not twisting and rocking. It's a different thing. We're trying to stay nice and stable and bring that hand up towards the shoulder. You'll rock a little bit, but just press firmly into your feet. Pull your belly button up. And again, if you need a little breather, take one. If you feel anything in your lower back, have a breather. Good. Whoosh. We've got marching glute bridge next, which I'm going to...
Marching glute bridge. Oh, Kim's behind. Come on.
So you're going to march one foot out at a time. So you come up into your glute bridge and you stay there. Press your hands into the floor. And throughout, just try and push your hips up.
Oh yeah.
If this feels like a little bit too much, you can stay in your glute bridge and hold it, or you can come up and down. But this is a great single leg balance exercise as well as targeting your glutes and your abdomen actually. So use your hands to press into the floor and try not to plop your feet down, do it with control, nice and slow.
Bring your heel fairly close to your bum.
Just where it's comfortable, to be honest. Okay, good job. This next one takes a little bit of getting into.
What we're doing?
Bear sit back. So you need to put your hands nice and flat on the floor. You're going to sit back towards your heels and then bring your right knee through towards your chest. Then your left and sit back. And your right and sit back. So you're going to feel this in your quads pretty quickly. Probably your shoulders as well. Might get some knee clicking. Don't know if the microphone's picking up. So it's a good core exercise again, but it is a leg burner. And again, nice and slow. This first time, just so you can learn it and control it. Good. A tricky one. We've got prisoners next. So you're going to put your hands behind your head like a prisoner, and you're going to kneel down one knee at a time and then step back up. And then go down with the opposite knee and step back up. So again, this is, if you do this fast, really just get your heart rate up. If you're feeling good, go a bit quicker.
I have to go slow down, otherwise I'm getting my legs mixed up.
Yeah, it is a bit of a brain teaser. And you've got to as well not bend over like this, so the hands behind the head is forcing you to keep your chest open and your shoulders up.
Do you normally use handcuffs?
Not personally.
Oh.
Good. Next one is squat to calf raise.
Oh, I like them.
So this we're going to progress over the weeks, but for now we're going to squat down, come up onto your toes. So squat down, come up onto your toes. It's like you're starting to launch up. Push your hips forward at the top. Really push into the big toe side as well. If you're coming onto your little toes, you're going to be very unstable and it's not particularly effective. So again, nice and controlled. If you're having trouble with balance, you can hold onto a wall. Really try and push through your big toes. Imagine you're going to take off when you get to the top. And when you're squatting, knees in the same direction as the toes. We're both finished on a roll. Next one is dead bug. So we did legs only dead bug last week. This week we're going to get the arms involved too. So you're going to send your right arm back at the same time as your left leg forward and then opposite. So we're trying all the time to keep the lower back into the floor. If you're struggling with getting the arms involved, go back to legs only. And you want to make sure that you're not doing this. This you can do for a very long time. We're trying to control it. I'm trying to make it a bit more challenging. Sorry, I keep whacking you. So your arm stays over your shoulder, your knee stays over your hip. The
You're
ones that
supposed to
aren't
lift
moving.
your head up or rest it on the floor.
I rest it on the floor because then you keep your.
I thought-
It makes it harder to lift your head up. There's just a bit of strain on your neck. Right, alternating lateral lunges. So, is as it sounds, we're going to step the right leg out and then step the left leg out. So you're looking for a nice big wide stance. You're looking to keep the outstretched leg foot firmly on the floor, and you're looking to push off really strong with that opposite leg. Keep your chest up. You notice we're both doing this, it sort of helps to keep your chest up and to remind you to not double over. See as well, Jason's doing a better job of lifting his foot and bringing it back. So again, for more difficulty, we step over something. Good. Plank toe taps is the last one. That was quick.
Is that it?
And then we're going to repeat it. Okay, so coming to a high plank again. If you want, you can do elbow plank. You're just going to tap one toe out to the side and then the other. So again, we're trying to maintain a really nice, strong plank. If you go faster, it'll get your heart rate up more. Might be a little bit harder. Slower, I find a bit more challenging sometimes on your actual muscles rather than your aerobic system. So you're pushing your hands strong into the floor and trying to get a nice big side step with your foot. So it's like a little side crunch at the same time. I think we're nearly there. Good. We've got a minute's rest between these exercises now. So have a little drink. That went really quickly.
That was the warm up.
I'm going to go through it again. If you want and you're feeling alright, you can go a bit faster with everything now that you know what you're doing.
Sorry about Moss is missing. He's actually asleep. We've left all the doors open and he hasn't come in yet.
You must be well out
Has
of
he?
it.
So yeah, he's well out of it. We've tied him out this morning.
Got his bed ready in case he
Yeah.
comes in.
People will be disappointed now.
No. Who drew you in with the puppy?
Yeah, that's it.
Right, so plank walkout is the first one again. Remember, if you want to make it a little bit harder and feel it more in your hamstrings, you try and keep your legs straight for as long as possible. If this is a bit awkward for you and you're still sort of working it out, you can bend your knees on the way down and on the way up. Okay, so let's get ready. Plank walkout for 50 seconds. Hold your plank for a sec at the bottom.
Just go back a bit.
Okay.
Back a bit.
We always lead with one hand as well, so maybe try leading with the opposite hand on the way out and the way back. She says and leads with the same one.
I can't remember which one I keep using.
Maybe there, about 10 seconds.
We just come up with different prisoner variation names for some of these exercises. This is the prisoner pat down.
Pat down. Oh, yeah. Okay, curtsey lunges. So if you want to do what Jason was doing, we're getting running arms involved. So opposite arm comes forward to opposite leg stepping back. If you want to get your heart rate up more, go faster. If you want to try getting deeper into it, go slow down and try bringing your knee to the floor. So we're trying to push that front knee out, if anything, we just don't want to let it come in. So it's either going the same direction as your toes or maybe a little bit outside your toes.
You see that?
Yeah, Jason did a jump. If you want to do a jump, you can try a jump. If you save it for next week. It's too easy.
Whoa. No, that was just for like a little jump.
Okay, next thing is your renegade row. So we're on the floor, and we're doing that hand tap in plank. So do try and do a few. This is really hard, just do like 4 and have a little breather. And then come down again. It can be quite intense on your wrists if you're not used to being on your wrists for a long time. See, Jason's going a bit quicker again. So again, we're trying not to rock. That's making your body making it a bit easier for you. You're trying to place your hand down underneath your shoulder rather than in the middle as well. Jeez.
Good job session. Woo.
Okay, marching glute bridge. Press your hands into the floor to help you. Jason asked earlier about bringing your heels closer to your bum. It will, if you go further out, it'll be harder and it'll probably get your lower back in a way that we don't want. So yeah, bring your heels a little bit closer towards your bum if you're feeling it in your lower back. Or again, just have a little breather. And we're trying to control it. We're not slapping the foot back down. We're trying to keep the hips lifted. Oh, it is, I've got warm leggings on. Top tip, don't do this with warm leggings on. Now sit back. So you need to get your position right here. You don't want to be too close to your hands, so really come
So
back.
the start position is in the bare position, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like that.
And then we sit back onto your heels. Yeah. And then bring a knee forward, knee forward. My quads are wrecking. Oh.
Kim did a hard bike session first thing this morning because I knew we were doing this, so I got her to do a bike session first thing.
That's so you look better.
So yeah.
Try to rest this one. Good. Good. Prisoners. So hands behind your head, chest open. We're trying as well just not to swing your leg around like that. Just take a bit of hip mobility.
So you're bringing it under
Bring
you.
it forward and then up. Yeah, with control. I've lost which side, I'm just
I was
doing
going to try and do a little jump then, and I thought that could end up in a face plant.
You could, I mean, some people can do like a kneel to squat. I'm not gonna
Try and
attempt it. I'll
swap legs over halfway through.
Okay, squat to calf raises. Almost feels like a breather. So remember to get into your squat position that's right for you. For me, it's a little wider. His toes turned out slightly. See, Jason's got a narrower stance. It just depends on your ankle mobility, your hip mobility, your leg length, how much squatting you've done before.
30 seconds.
So a nice explosive push up onto your toes. We're not putting the jump in yet.
Well, you did say it was progressive.
And you're trying again not to let your knees fall in or your chest collapse. We don't want to be down here just for the sake of getting a little bit lower. So perfect, well, hips go underneath the knees, but just do what's right for you. dead bug. Go this way this time. So we're trying to keep this box position here as you move. So you can see the arm and the leg that are lifted, that aren't moving, are absolutely still. Okay? What a lot of people do is bring that knee in and take the arm back. Or do this even. We're looking for a real nice, slow controlled, static hold with the bits that aren't moving. Push your back into the floor like crazy. And if you're not sure whether you're moving everything, whether you're doing this, it'll feel easier. If you get it right, it'll feel hard.
What's next?
Lateral lunges. So alternating lateral lunges. You step over something. Keep that extended leg straight. If you feel like you've nailed it, you can pick up the pace. Keep your chest up.
And keep that planted foot planted.
Yeah, so what sometimes happens is you can twist like that. You don't want that, you're going to pull your adductor, so you're pushing into the outer edge of that foot. And again, don't try and go super low just for the sake of it. If you're here and that's enough, that's fine. Plank toe taps, then we've got our finisher.
Ooh,
Which you can explain.
I can't remember. You might have to do that one.
So high plank, you're just tapping your toes out to the side. Try and breathe slow as well when you're doing stuff like this. You can breathe low into your belly and slow it down. It just calms things down a little bit. It's going to be more controlled and you're not going to panic. So if you're starting to shake, if you're starting to wonder whether you can finish it,
You can do it.
slow your breathing down.
You can do it.
You can do it. If you do it.
No.
You can do it, put your back into it.
I was thinking of rocking music. Bing,
Good.
bing, bing.
Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to hold an L sit. Sorry, my phone keeps doing this. Skip busy. We're going to hold an L sit just for as long as possible. Again, for the sake of the video, we probably won't do more than a minute. You might do two.
So no.
The first progression of this is to literally just sit upright like this, with your legs fully turned on. So you're going to bring your toes back towards your face, push your heels away, and lock out your legs. And then you're just going to sit tall. Okay, so if this already feels trembly, just do this for at least a minute. What we don't want is your back collapsing. We don't want you leaning back into it, you're pulling your chest through and pushing really hard into your heels. That might be enough. You can try this if you want. So if you want to try lifting your legs up,
Not start yet.
you want to try lifting your legs up, but this still feels quite challenging. You can do one leg at a time. Just see how long you can do that for.
Okay.
If you want to try an L sit, I don't know if I'm able to do this today because my legs are wrecked. You're going to do what Jason's
Do
doing.
you do the alternating ones?
Okay.
Just
So you see
change
what
over.
Jason's doing for the full L sit. You're bringing your hands forward a little bit more. You've got that support. So here you can sort of round your shoulders forward a little bit more, and then you're just going to try and lift your legs.
Right.
Ready?
We're going to start in position. So you're going to swap over legs.
Yeah, I'm going to alternate legs for as long as possible by maintaining a nice long spine.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
So if you're doing what Jason's doing, don't hold your breath. Breathe through it. It's very intense. And you will shake straight away. But even doing this, you're getting a really good exercise for your hip flexors. Great for running. You want to try holding one leg up. Try that.
30 seconds. Oh, I'm getting cramp.
Yeah, this might give you cramp. I should have said that. Work within what feels alright for you as well. Okay, so if you're sitting tall, if you're holding this position, pull your chest up even more, straighten your back.
Oh, I've got a good shake on there. Yeah.
Even me though, I'm doing one leg, but it's enough.
That's a minute.
Well done.
We'll do another.
5 seconds.
Okay, we'll do a minute 30. See if anyone can do a minute 30. Oh, shake it like a leaf. 10.
Shake it like a corner of the kitchen.
3, 2, 1. Oh, flip.
Well done.
Wow, that was quite hard.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well done if you did that, if you managed that.
Yeah, well done. Anybody that managed that, but it's something to progress to as well.
We'll do variations on that over the coming weeks as well. We'll do some different kinds of isometric holds, but that's probably one of the harder ones, to be honest. Maybe we should have put that later.
Oh, we're doing that one at some point. Anyway,
Anyway,
hope you enjoyed that. Got something out of it. Next week, it's going to be session 3.
yeah, we're back to Tabata.
Back to Tabata next week. So, I don't know if I think that's easier than Tabata.
It's not as fast.
It's not as intense,
yeah.
is it?
So we're going to speed it up next week.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. Anyway, good luck. Have a good week. Thanks.